artwork, critiques, Photoshop files, and reference sheets are all available on my Patreon. And save the date, guys, as Draw With Mikey episode 100 will be live on YouTube on Saturday the 22nd of September. Well, good morning everybody, I hope you're all doing bloody well. My name's Mikey and welcome along to another episode of Draw With Mikey, episode 99! 100 is right around the corner. Don't panic anyone, it's going to be just fine. Guys, how are you all doing? For those of you not in the know, this is the super casual midweek series, even though we are on a Friday right now, but I'm going to come back to that, where it's spoiler alert, swear word alert. It's my opportunity to just ramble in a really unprofessional way and catch up with you guys, the viewers, by reading through your comments. So if you've got anything to talk to me about, to say, ask or feedback, get in the comments of this video. And with any luck, I will read it next time around. Part of the super casual nature of it means I fit it in whenever I can. And guys, I've got myself... Wait, can I do this? Here we go. I've got myself a great big mug of coffee. You can enjoy those sipping sound effects. It is very, very early in the morning, guys. I'm just coming to life. It's been quite a busy week, so Draw With Mikey wasn't quite going to make it... Sorry, episode 99, I should say, Draw With Mikey, wasn't going to quite make it on Wednesday. And I thought, fuck it, it's not a problem. I'll push it back to Thursday. I do that sometimes. That's why I say midweek and not Wednesday anymore. But on Thursday, I just crashed out hard. I was getting a lot of work done this week, and then I just slept for most of the second half of Thursday, all the way through the night. Into today, Friday morning, so that's pushed things back a little bit. Anyway, that's my explanation, guys. I hope you're all doing bloody well. Let me reaffirm that Draw With Mikey episode 100... Oh no! Wait, you probably just saw a little bit of an advert intro I pre-recorded. Oh my god, guys. I'm so tired, I'm forgetting the fact that you've probably just been told about it. But yes, Saturday the 22nd, I want to say, 2 p.m. GMT, which I think is 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And then, you know, you can work out the rest from there with any luck. We will be doing things live on YouTube and experimenting together and having some fun and doing tablet giveaways and all that sort of thing. But let's not go too deep down that rabbit hole. Let's focus on you guys, obviously, and your comments. Oh my god, this is going to be a tough one, guys. I can feel like the deep drain. It's not like... Oh, guys, this isn't like I've just woken up tired. This is my sleeping pattern somehow got screwed over and I've been awake for a few hours in the middle of the night now. And I'm just like, right, I need to sit down and do this. But I'm all over the place, basically. So it's going to be one of those. Join me along. So last week, I asked you guys for any questions for an FAQ, frequently asked questions. So you guys might have some really good questions for me here in this particular episode. I'm going to read my way through. I'm going to give you guys the short answers to any questions which seem quite good and juicy. I do apologise, but I will be actually saving them, copy-pasting them for an FAQ video further down the line. So this week's question for an overall theme for this podcast is actually the same, guys. I'd like to reinforce any more questions you might have for an FAQ, anything about me, about YouTubing, about my opinions on anime, life in general, I honestly don't mind. Full spectrum we're going for here. Full S. So if you've got any questions about that, also get into the comment section of this video. Next week, on the Saturday when we go live, I won't quite be reading them from here, but I will be reading the comment section to this one in Draw With Mikey episode 101. Oh, I don't even want to think like that. That's incredible. So, you know, we're going to continue the usual pattern, with the live one being a bump in the middle. Okay, it's enough rambling. Elmer's Glue last week says, Yo Mikey, I've got an idea. Since spiders bother you so much, and Elmer's Glue, you're correct, they do, why don't you just sit down and draw a bunch of spiders until they don't bother you anymore? They're really cool dudes when you get to know them. Wasps, on the other hand, may be the closest things we have on the planet to actual demons. Elmer's Glue, you are not correct, and if I had a way of banning you from the... Oh no, wait, I can give you a thumbs down. Guys, that's the first comment I've ever disliked on my own channel, I'm pretty sure. There we go. Saskia, 80 Illustrator, says, I once saw a girl in a bikini and... Oh, I once drew a girl in a bikini and somebody said it was porn. Why? There was even a cute kitten in the drawing. Saskia, it sounds like your crowd or the people around you, or even your artwork and the focus of your artwork are slightly out of sync with what you were intending. Someone whose name is in Hebrew, I'd like to guess, says, well, someone's been watching hentai, to which I would say, well, you know, the internet, but trust me, we were just experimenting. So guys, oh god, that sounds really dodge. So obviously the other thing that we do in this series is maybe you guys are getting your own artwork done in the background, and just for the sake of visuals, like I've probably recorded whatever I'm up to and you can see it on the screen right now. Recently, I've just been working on some more stuff because I've had my big Patreon relaunch, guys. I'm just making the graphics now. And I'm just drawing up some more copies of Danny, our Elf OC, and a few different things to make as part of a How It Works in the FAQ. So that's what's going on in the background. You're going to see me sketching it and then probably doing a little bit of it live on Twitch. Not quite finishing things because I didn't quite get around to it. But that's the nature of the Draw With Mikey series. Some things will be unfinished. Sometimes it's sketchbook pages of drawing nonsense. And sometimes it's rich knotted rope shibari gold. Because we did tied up ladies for the last couple of weeks. Slurp of coffee, which went down an absolute treat for you guys. You all seem to like that. That's great. But, that's not my full-on game plan. We're not going to tie up everybody. Just something that we're exploring. But I've said enough about that last episode as well, I'm sure. Whatever's art. I clapped with you, fam. DWN 100. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we did. DWM. I don't know what it is with putting everything into these. Oh, wait, what do you call it? When you just get the first letters of all stuff. Like, instead of mikeymegamega, it's triple M, and World Wide Web is www. Even that is actually longer to say. That's weird. Samurai Jack says, looks at notification, sees thumbnail, demonetized. Guys, what is going on with the state of YouTube? I'm not complaining about this particular episode. We're not going to go on another YouTube rant, but yeah, those Shibari pictures, both of them, not demonetized. Both of them are absolutely fine. Other stuff that I do, demonetized. And this is the same YouTube content platform that went through that big scandal where, like, they were doing, like, Elsa Spider-Man impregnation surgery rape sessions and stuff like that. Oh, Elsa and Spider-Man accidentally eat shit prank. You know what I mean? Like, people were making algorithms with simple animations to keep children occupied, doing all sorts of grim and horrific stuff. And then over here, we get tired of a different brush. What am I going to... Guys, I don't know where I'm going with that one. I honestly don't know where I was just going. I think I've just been watching, whilst I couldn't sleep, a H3 podcast, and I think it came up. But I'm talking out my ass. Don't worry about it. Anyway, guys, I think now you've probably got a really good theme for what this entire episode is going to be like. William Palmer IV said, did Mikey just say Quake? I'm 22, so understandably young to be an OG Quake Doom fan, but being poor and growing up in a Windows 95 PC has its benefits. Probably the biggest artistic inspiration, aside from Lovecraft and Wayne Barlow, looking back, so I'm glad to hear about the Quake series from anyone. Even though you said you went into free arena as much, as I recommend trying Quake Champions if you're ever feeling the urge for multiplayer. Oh my goodness. Longer comments like that, we do kind of tend to skip a little bit. Oh no, not skip, but shorten down. But I just wanted to read my way all the way through. Because yeah, Quake. Like I was talking about last episode, Quake, the original one, and Trent Reznor soundtrack, all big things. However, that Quake deathmatch stuff, like the Unreal Engine, I think Quake were using, and they just really smashed it. Quake Free Arena, that's it. That was what it was, William Palmer, thank you very much. And I watched my mates play that a lot. The one that was 2 high stone towers, really good for sniping. And in between, there's like these 3 stone walkways. It's all floating in space. And you've just got to sprint to the other one and try not to get sniped as you make it. Good times. Vincent, hashtag Team Pyro, says, yeah, you should do a bondage tutorial, please. I love your artwork. Oh, thank you. Yeah, more Shibari, huh? Shibari, for those of you uninitiated, being the term for Japanese bondage. I only learnt that a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, we can do a tutorial for that. Maybe. It's probably going to have to have a disclaimer at the start. Bear in mind, guys, my YouTube channel is 100% safe for work. It's just that people react knee-jerk a little bit sometimes and don't realise that. But no, we're going to keep this safe. So I don't know, how would we sneak in Shibari under the radar? I'm not sure. Who would have to come with a preliminary talk. Anyway, about trust and keywords. Phoebe says, Mikey, your 100th episode is on the day I'm away on holiday. No, how dare you? I love you. Really, my dude. Keep up the lewd drawings. Phoebes, thank you so much. And Fishy, or iFishy, says, when you watch too much hentai and know where this is going. Oh, God. I could get loads of hentai feedback since the last Shibari, but thank you very much, iFishy. Arthur says, do you know that there's a new Quake called Quake Champions that came out last year? I'm so hyped for DWM 100. What? No? Quake Champions? Oh God, I'm feeling so weird. Why haven't I had a normal night's sleep? Oh, I did not know about this at all. That's really weird, actually. That is really weird, because, like, I'm a little bit out of touch with stuff, guys. It's often you guys telling me what's going on. But I'm not so out of touch now as I was, like, 3 years ago. And I have not heard about this at all. Like, not a single advert, not a single item of media. That's so strange. Anyway, Let's not get too sidetracked. Guys, this is what I do. I just get sidetracked by stuff, but we're going to focus on your comments in particular as we make our way through. Aaron Lorenzo says, thick ropes, thick indeed. And Cello Macabre Art says, hey Mikey, I just wanted to let you know that I started my Draw With Mikey ripoff show and it's been really helping me connect with my audience. Dude, glad to hear it. That's exactly what this one allows me to do with you guys. It's fucking great. Thanks again for your permission. It means a lot, senpai. No worries. Like Cello Macabre, I think what I told you last time is that a guy reading YouTube comments on his own channel and talking into the microphone for an hour, I'm pretty sure I'm not the guy who made that up from scratch. I dare say plenty of people have been doing this over a very long period of time. YouTube's becoming a bit of an old dog. But yeah, no, if you just get inspired by me doing it, that's absolutely great, dude. Gihan Kanushka says, hola Mikey, hola Gihan desde saludos desde UK, and Love Drawing says, will you do a colouring tutorial for digital art, Sir Mikey? I have not yet been knighted by our gracious queen, but the day will hopefully one day come, and yes, don't worry, we're going in that direction, that is happening. Def Sonic says, hey Mikey, can you do a tutorial on, oh, hello Def Sonic, I didn't even say hello. Can you do a tutorial on drawing futanari? It's a fantastic fetish. Def Sonic, I don't fetish shame around here. If you like those chicks with dicks, then I hope they fill up all of your hard drive pics. But I don't think we can do that for the old YouTube channels around here, because that's the thing. I've got nothing against drawing all sorts of stuff, but you're not going to be able to make a, you know, like in terms of a completely serious, grounded drawing tutorial on genitalia for anime, for like transitional stuff like shemales or futanari. There is no way I would ever be able to make a YouTube video about that kind of content in a way that just wouldn't just cause more problems than it's worth. I'm so terribly sorry. Niche Root R says, hey Mikey, hello NSTCH. Fan from Germany here, working with VN Sprites, with you talking in the background. Wow, prima. And also, oh fuck, what's... Guten Tag, mein Freund. Your tutorials really helped me to get better in a few things. Oh, no worries, dude. Thanks for making them and keep it up. I will do, man, once I'm not so crazy tired in the morning. Oh my god, why did I do this to myself? I wanted to ask if Valkyria Chronicles is still on your list. I'm replaying the game right now and I'm certain there are a few characters which would look great in your style. Besides, if it's a great game, give it a shot if you can. Hashtag Hardcore Crew, hashtag attempt number 3, hashtag notice me senpai. Guys, and Niche Root R, thank you very much for your comment. If I miss what you've got to say, because we do get a few comments sometimes, and then less other times, which makes my life easier, oddly enough, copy paste it, and with any luck I will catch it. So thank you so much for persevering. Yeah, dude, I've still got that in my box of super cheap PlayStation 3 CDs that I bought. But we've got quite a few games to play, and we have to wrap up The Witcher, or Monster Hunter World has to like go. It's all about finding those slots and time-wise. But yeah, I will investigate and look at those anime or video game-inspired, anime-themed, perhaps, characters that we might be able to design. Stephen Cabrera says, hey Mikey, long time no see. Hello, Stephen. I'm going to just contract what you've written a little bit. Oh, actually, long time no see. Next year when we hit Mikey Mega Mega channel is going to be about 500,000 strong. Oh god, I doubt it, but thank you. I wonder how the DWMs will work. It isn't too difficult to get your comments read nowadays, but there certainly are many more than there used to be. Yeah, I know, right? I cannot wait to watch along with the 100th DWM and many more. Miscellaneous things to say. Watching your art style improves over the years has been amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, and you anticipate the DWMs. You look forward to them. That's really kind of you to say, man. I'm just watching. I'm reading through your thing. Your studio made a... Oh, you changed your major from your studio, from science, is now in art. That is a crazy transition, by the way. Good luck, man. I wish you all the best for that. You just... Oh, yeah, you've got to shake the feeling of not being good enough. Absolutely, dude. Hashtag not your typical essay. Hashtag hardcore crew. Hashtag Stephen Cabrera was not your typical essay. So this is why I... stopped a moment and just mumbled to myself and actually read all the way through the whole thing. Sorry guys, normally what I do is I kind of, try to skim a few long bits, but I'm not going to do that all the time. There's no good... I can't apply too many rules to the DWM series. Like, I start to do this to myself. Just a sec, guys. Oh, that sounded weird. I wanted to drink that more than I wanted to talk to you. So I've started to do these things to myself where I'm just like, oh, if it looks too young... Oh, Jesus. If it looks too long as a comment, I'm going to, like, skim my way through, make sure that I'm constantly talking and filling up the thing. And then I just like, oh, no. If you make too many rules and things I have to remember in a DWM, but I'm not even going to want to do these. The whole point of these is, like, these are the easiest videos for me to make As long as I've done some drawing in the background, because all I have to do is read your comments and talk to you guys. I love doing shit like that. So this is win-win. But if I start to be like... anyway, guys, I'm going on a sidetrack again. Oh my god. Wow. I wonder what DWM 100 is going to be like. I know. I'm going to check one of Mikey's videos. I don't really know much about his channel. And I'll look at DWM 99 to see if it's worth tuning in on a day. And then what you get... What you get is this, nothing but this self-appraising rambling. Natsu Drag Neil says, yes, finally, I was able to comment early. Whoa, thank you so much, Natsu. Anyway, holy shit, Mikey, this drawing is over 99999, hot, sexy hentai level, and just look at it, loads of emojis with hearts and eyes, so thank you very much. And please do a Shibari tutorial. Keep doing your best. Love the old faces and your drawing. Hashtag Uncle Crew, hashtag Shibari Master, hashtag sip of tea. Cheers, bro. Cheers to you. Okay, great. So, loads of positive stuff, but it wasn't actually a question. I was just keeping an eye on that to make sure I didn't need to actually copy-paste it for any FAQ things. Hello, says Satan. Oh, hello, Satan. Wolfie says, Mikey, whom you with, MGK or Eminem? Wolfie, I'm a bit of an Eminem old boy, but is there beef? I don't know what's going on. Hot, says Takadin Channel. Thank you so much. Gerard Lehman says, love your videos. Hello, Gerard. What's your favourite style of anime and how do you incorporate it into your drawings? Gerard, that's a great question. I'm going to... Control-C, Control-V. My favourite style of anime, I'm a bit of a sucker for what you might term the golden age of anime, so kind of early to mid-90s stuff, really late 80s stuff. There are a few studios that do some really beautiful work, say like the Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust. So I do like those types of animated style or that look. How do you incorporate it into your drawings? I find if you just watch it enough, you're going to start recreating it. Monkey see, monkey do. Or at least if you're going to take a very... set approach as an artist, you're going to look at what makes what you love lovable. Find your favourite style of anime, your favourite thing, and if there's a visual thing about a piece that really captivates you, what is it? Is it that the characters are taller than usual? Is there different scaling? Do the eyes sit further apart with this particular artist's style? Is it because they've got really good flowing hair techniques? And then reach into that, take the bits you love and start to keep that in mind when you're drawing your own characters in your own time. Marianne TX, oh hello there, says woohoo, T-2. Question, when you studied martial arts, how far did you get? By the way, loving your Twitch streams. Hashtag Hardcore Crew, hashtag Sip of Tea. Marianne TX. Thank you, Control-C, Control-V. I'm going to give that a cheeky copy. Oh, it was all over the place. So, like, as a kid, I think I did a tiny bit of karate as a kid a long, long time ago. And then things started getting serious for when I got into Thai boxing. So I went up to an interclub fighter, which means you're good enough to do friendlies, basically fighting with other clubs, with all sorts of padding and bits. But it was a lot of fun. That was definitely slap bang in the middle of my formative years, so I'm very glad I did it. Karate only up to I want to say green belt, and then I had a motorbike crash. I nearly killed myself, so that kind of did a few things. Fujian White Crane, and then a little bit of Keimon Wing Chun, but we're only talking about little bits here and there, and Iaido or Kenjutsu, depending on which day of a week you turned up to the same school. So yeah, a few things, but I do quite love my martial arts. I'm more of an enthusiast now than I am a doer. I'm certainly much more of a lover than a fighter than I used to be when I was a kid, because when I was a kid, man, oh dear, well, like I had a #1 haircut all over, so borderline shaved head, and I used to love fighting and being angry and aggressive and stuff like that, but that's not really the kind of guy I grew into. Hung out with too many hippies at university, I'm pretty sure that's what did it. Elizabeth Rojas says, are you thinking of making a character guide or someone to help someone make a graphic novel video? I like the idea of seeing how different artists have their own logic on comics, novels, art and dance and so on. Elizabeth Rojas, wow, that's a really expansive into the world of just for creative mediums, for creative types. Cool question. I would say a video about making graphic novels. Not me personally, because I don't have the experience yet. I'd be very interested in doing that in the future. As for what I usually say is go check out White Manga, YHT maybe, or WHYT, maybe that's even better, because that person is actually producing manga and probably has way better information about panels, setup and the whole world of that sort of thing than I'm going to have for you. But thank you very much. Harrison Charles says, honestly, I love his art and all, but that voice just gets me happy. Oh, Harrison Charles, what a lovely thing to read first thing in the morning. That's just cheered me up no end. Okay. Liam Porter says, hey Mikey, hello Liam. God, I wish I wasn't so tired for this one, but I've got to record it right now, guys, because rendering takes longer and longer as my computer dies more and more. True story. I've done a Draw with Mikey episode before and rendered it, and it's taken like 45 minutes. It's taken just shy of 2 hours to render. That's usually what it is. And then last week's episode of Draw with Mikey took 4 and a bit hours to render. No joke. No, so something's going slower and worse all the time in the background. I'm not sure how long this computer's going to be with me. Sorry guys, nobody asked, nobody cares, but I thought I would share as well as you guys. It's a two-way street. Anyway, what are you saying, Liam? Hey Mikey, of course. Just to say, I really enjoy your content. Oh, not this week, I bet. Not with this kind of rabble, but thank you. You've really helped me with my art, and I remember commenting on a DWM episode when I was in college. Since then, I have a job, and I'm on Instagram called Rosario Drawing, and I've been posting for a while, but I'm stuck on 82 followers. Any ideas on what I can do to boost my followers? Liam Porter. Thanks for hanging around. Thanks for the question. I would say lots of hashtags. Get on that hashtag boat and follow lots of people who do similar things and comment nice stuff on theirs. But don't promote yourself shamelessly when you're commenting on other people's Instagram posts with similar content. But you can certainly be like, oh wow, I love this. I've been working on similar stuff. Well, stuff like that. Stuff where you just kind of interacting with the crowd, and then more people might notice you and your work accordingly. But don't just stick to Instagram. Go cross platform. Get yourself on everything and get yourself one IP. I'll mikeymegamega myself and sign up for as many things as I can across all platforms. Try to cross-link. That's my morning advice. Don't ask me how to do that because I'm not a marketing professional. Duke of Dreams says, yes, more Shibari. Yes, we went 2 for 2 on the old knotted ladies. I've been stuck in art block and I've disliked my art even more this week. I'm guessing that I should take a break and then come back, but taking a break feels wrong. Oh, I do it all the time, dude. Don't worry about it. Especially with me having no motivation to draw, so I'm just stuck. Well, if you don't actually want to draw, if you've got no motivation to draw, are you even getting any pleasure from drawing? Don't do it if you don't want to, and then do it if you enjoy it. Anyway, you need something to de-stress, in a form of Final Fantasy 15. Oh my god. I'm only laughing. I'm only laughing because, Final Fantasy 15 is a little bit too low energy for me. When you say I need something to de-stress, and I was just like, oh shit, video games. Yeah, I guess you can. But the thing about Final Fantasy 15, it's a big open sandbox. And you start to realise it's a big open sandbox with a lot of gentle rolling roads. And then you kind of realise that you've been in there for about 20 hours and nothing's actually happened. And you're just like, shit, how many hunts have I been on? How many different dinners have I cooked? Because I cannot remember what the plot of this video game is. I cannot remember where we're supposed to go. I can't remember why we're here. I think my country got attacked, and all I know is that we've just been chilling out, driving from city to city, doing fuck all for about 20 hours. Anyway, so I'm so sorry, Duke of Dreams. So yeah, you can relax, but you can relax too much to that one to the point where you're not playing it anymore. Anyway, I ended up selling my Xbox for a PS4. Well done, good decision. Oh, we're going to get into that argument. And now I've bought the Royal Edition in a sale. Oh shit, took an entire day to download, but now that I'm in again, I understand why it made me want to play the other Final Fantasies and why I love that game so much. Question, sorry if it's a bit personal, but where's your family originally from? How dare you ask, good sir. Every single week I ask you guys to ask me any question. And now that you do one, you ask a question like this. No, I'm only kidding, you're absolutely fine, man. And is there any way you could show us old artwork from when you first started out, maybe in episode 100? Hashtag Hardcore Crew, Duke of Dreams. Guys, I'm painfully aware that I'm reading some really long comments and I'm not speeding my way through the chat, so I will pick up the pace after this, don't you worry. Duke of Dreams. So, I am English, Irish, and don't blame me, blame my family. And then I'm also Brazilian Angolan, a tiny bit Angolan apparently. So yeah, I'm just one of those kind of mongrel mixed types who basically looks like he might belong to any country that he goes to on holiday. So whenever I go somewhere on holiday, except for Japan, because I'm obviously not Japanese or Asian looking, usually people speak to me in their native tongue. Anything Turkish, Greek, or Latin. Yeah, that's great. So yeah, I know just enough to be polite and then get myself into trouble because I don't know what people are saying to me next, but I've already started adopting the whole smile and nod system, and then I'm just like, fuck, I'm in too deep, and I don't know if he's telling me to go eat at this restaurant or if he's telling me he's trying to mug me. When just strangers talk to you when you ever get, oh guys, if you ever want to just have strangers talk to you, by the way, when you're going on holiday, easiest thing in the world, bring a sketchbook, sit down and start drawing something in a museum or start drawing a famous old building or something, and people will just loiter over your shoulder for a bit and then they'll have something to say to you. That's so nice. That's how you meet people. That's my secret to meeting people, guys. Just get your sketchbook out, start drawing, and other people will come and say hi. But old artwork, guys. Oh shit. Yeah, I should have a look, actually. That's a really good idea. Oh, fuck, that's a great idea. Duke of Dreams, I'm so sorry. I was going to say why I couldn't do it, because I've put it in a box, like all my old things in a box in another house. And I probably still won't be able to do it, because my old artwork is, like, really faint. Like, really shitty old pencil drawings. But, yes, that might not be a bad idea. Thank you. Anyway, guys, right. Okay, so we're going to pick up this pace. And we're going to have a really good thorough look. And we're going to learn about each other. But, you know, in a very dedicated way. Blue Saber Wolf MC says, hey, Mr. Mega Mega, it's been a while, so I've been catching up. Oh, thank you very much. In an old DWM mentioned something about a computer that kept making more smarter versions of itself in his film, and how you don't like super smart computers. I don't like them too. Haha. I constantly tell my friends how I'm going to lead an uprising against robots when they become the norm. Anyway, let's meet up and discuss plans for the robot uprising. Also, is it that bad that I can't get out of the mindset of drawing only big boobed girls? Sorry about the long message. Hashtag hope I'm still hardcore crew. Blue Saber Wolf MC? Yeah, man, we'll be down there when Skynet goes live, eating rats together, just going around. You could tell them apart, their skin was wrong. You know how it is. It's going to be tough. But when Skynet does go live, or whatever version of it that we succumb to, yeah, I'll be somewhere. I'll be living in like a sewer-infested pipe underneath a Holocaust survival zone that used to be a former city. Sure, absolutely. 9001 Failed says, hey Mikey, hi 9001. Been watching you a while and you helped bring about a sort of golden age of art into my life. Oh my god, awesome, really? Thanks to your tutorial, so thank you so much for that. You're welcome. Now, this next part may be a little bit long, but it's important. Oh, fuck. I'm trying to avoid long stuff, man. I have been asking this upcoming question on a few of your videos, but never got it answered. Oh, I'm sorry. I want to get into digital drawing more, and I want a drawing tablet that displays what I'm drawing. It's on its own screen and not just a monitor screen. I have issues with money at the moment, so could you recommend a tablet for me? Anything past $300 is scary for me to invest so much money into currently. Hell, anything over $200 is scary, but I could probably manage it. Okay, 9001 Fails. Simple answer, you're not going to like it. Don't get anything. If you want a tablet screen computer that's not going to be shit, but you can't go over $300, I would say hold on to your $300 and do some more saving. And then I'm going to have some recommendations for you. But as of right now, nah. You're going to buy yourself into some really cheap territory and you're going to end up with something that's really not going to look after you, technology-wise. It's kind of my knee-jerk reaction to that, I've got to be honest. But, you know, all the best. But seriously, dude, it's going to suck. I'd say draw on some paper and pencil some more because those things are dirt cheap. You can buy them anyway. Save yourself up another $100 and the difference in the quality that you'll be able to actually start accessing. And the reason why I've added a whole $100 on there is to also, you know, cover like shipping and shit like that. But the difference it will make will be massive. So that is my recommendation. Untaken says, hey Mikey, hello Untaken. Apart from what pen do you use, you motherfucker, could you probably add what's in the mug to the FAQ? Yes, at the moment guys, we're drinking Nescafe coffee. It's that frozen, you know, instant coffee stuff. But I will add that delicious information in. You've actually got something else to say, but I'm just copying this bit now. I've got a question. Been practicing Alfonso Dunn's mannequin method for figure drawing and it's helped on paper, but doesn't turn out well in digital. That's weird. I've been using a graphics tablet for about 4 years or so, but I'm wondering if using a display tablet instead would help. It's frustrating trying to get the same strokes on paper and get a similar mannequin out in digital. Anyway, enjoy your new not safe for work career, and don't forget to hide the hard drives if the police start knocking. Again, God, the amount of conversations I have with my friends IRL as well about hiding hard drives, just as a joke. But they are just like, oh, Mikey, you have like an internet career now, do you? Well, that's good. Do you have a lot of hard drives? Does something need to kind of, you know, get lost in the bath or in a house fire or something? Let us know. Guys, don't worry. I've got this whole setup. If the FBI bursts through the door, firstly, wrong country, and secondly, like everything's going to fall into a bathtub, but I always have full of water. I've got like a rope by the front door, and the second you come in, the shelf just drops and all of my hard drives, they go straight in. It's like, it's going to look like when James Bond in the beginning of, I want to say From Russia with Love, maybe? No, not From Russia with Love. Anyway, there's a James Bond, guys, from Dr. No. Jesus, maybe it's the very first one. Where, yeah, he's got the tux. He goes into it. Okay, sidetrack, guys. So basically, this is going somewhere, but let's just start from where we need to start. So there's a James Bond film. It's one of the Sean Connery ones, and I'm going to say it's Dr. No. I can't tell you for 100%, but that's where I'm going. He wears a white tuxedo underneath a diving suit with a dead duck on his head. And it's also that he can sneak up to some place and then, you know, tuxedo out as his alibi. And in that thing, He fights a guy who's trying to kill him and some bird in the room. And yeah, because women are like that compared to men. The man was a real threat. The bird was just a feminine. So, she has no rights. Basically, I just said it wrong. So he fights this guy, this woman, and I think the woman's in on it, but she's not fighting him. God, where am I going? This is so rambling. And basically, he throws the guy in the bathtub, and then he thinks on his feet, and he knocks this big electric lamp in the bath, and the guy gets electrocuted. Why am I talking about this? Simply because that is a kind of effect and sound effect and visual thing that we get when all my hard drives tumble into the bath, but they don't exist because I don't have this massive selection of hard drives, because you can fit loads on a single hard drive these days. And my big hard drive, this is where we're truly going with my rant, guys. Someone told me to partition my computer whilst I was moaning about things being really rubbish and it's kind of dying at the moment. So I bought a big hard drive and I thought, great, I'll put everything on my hard drive so that the computer can do its own thing, and then I'll partition the disks and then I'll put everything back. So I put everything on a hard drive and I plugged it in at a funny angle and then I knocked it off a shelf and now the hard drive doesn't work. Oh my god. So many things to deal with. But yeah, I did knock my hard drive off a shelf and now it's just beeping, so we've got to go recover that data. That was good. That's been working out great, guys. Anyway, Unatugan, I've not even said your name right. Oh god, I'm so tired. Anyway, have a great day. I really feel like I should re-record this, guys, but that goes against the very spirit of DWM, which is rough around the edges and take it or leave it. It's a come as you are kind of thing for midweek series. Anyway, thank you very much. Lady Levy says, firstly, why hello there. Hello there, Lady Levy. I'm new here. Oh my god. Hi. I was lured in by last week's thumbnail and it was worth it. Oh good. Did I sneak you in for Shibari and then keep you here? I've got a bit of a question for you. Una question. Have you ever tried drawing with ballpoint pens? And what is the corniest and most cheesiest anime you've ever watched? And what tea flavour do you like? Anyway, love your videos. You give me such a big burst of creativity. Hashtag sip of tea. Welcome along. Well, you've got the hashtags down. You know all the keywords. I like cheap tea. I like cheap tea that's strong because I think if you get too into tea flavours and too much of a tea master or a tea culturist, there's nothing wrong with that. Enjoy your passions in life. But if you put too many things on that table to make a good cup of tea, you're putting too many opportunities for the tea to go wrong. How to put it? If you need the finest blend and an instrument to hold the tea leaves and stuff, what if you don't have that one day? Well, now you can't have some tea. Whereas if you just love a single tea bag, all you need is that tea bag and a boiling kettle and a bit of milk, and you can slash it all together. Being cheap mentally when it comes to tea is a great attitude, I think. So me, I like a PG Pyramid Tips bag, or ideally a Yorkshire tea bag as well. Yorkshire tea's kind of overtaken the pyramid bags from PG Tips for me this year recently, guys. I'll tell you what I don't like, it's Taifu. Taifu almost convinced me that I was going off tea until I simply changed brands and then I realised, fuck, Taifu's no good. Anyway, cheesiest anime I've ever watched? Cheesy. Cheesy? Oh, well, I don't know how to put it, but if you watch the very first episode of Pokemon, old school first episode of Pokemon, there's a bit where Ash gets attacked by, and the reason why I'm saying this is because I remember I was not as young as I should have been, I think, when I got hit with that Pokemon craze. This is round one Pokemon when Red and Blue was coming out. I think I was definitely probably a year or two older than I should have been to be into it. And I remember thinking that when I was watching the anime, this first episode, because I thought, that is a little bit cheesy, but I'm still nearly crying. Anyway, there's a bit where I think Ash gets attacked by a load of pigeons, or whatever Pokemon call them, Pidgeons. And there's a bit where, he doesn't get on with Pikachu in all of the first episode, and then at the end of the first episode, Pikachu steps up and does a really big lightning stroke or something, and it's really fucking emotional. It's tears in my eyes. But now I look back on it, and that was probably the cheesiest moment. There's probably more, there's probably worse. I want to turn that into a question in the future, so I'm going to steal that, Lady Levy, and you're going to see a future DWM by telling you somehow I get your express permission, and there's going to be a future DWM when I ask everybody else about their cheesiest animes and films. However, thank you so much. Finale Wolf says, Dear Mikey, oh, there's a really long gap. You son of a bitch! Oh, it's a really long thing. Okay. I'm sorry, but the last DWM said I was going to get good at Monster Hunter, but actually, I said that I'm looking forward to you improving at Monster Hunter World. But it's fine as the video was wrapping up and you had to rush it. I understand, even though it's my last minute studies. Oh, shit. So it's not that you were saying you were going to get good, it's just that you hope that I get good one day. What are you talking about, guys? I'm front page of Twitch. You don't fucking mess about with this. I am Mr. Monster Hunter World, incarnate. I'm not. Tips for clearer digital line art, question mark. Oh, Finale Wolf, this falls into a part 2 of somebody else's comment, but I've just realised I've not answered. Somebody also mentioned about line weights and getting those line strokes to work in digital in the same manner. Oh, that was it, because I was just giving you advice on not to buy a tablet, basically, at the moment. Yeah, you know what? That is true. You can get different kind of pens and strokes in Photoshop and brushes which can sort of emulate the way pencil graphite kind of sticks to the page and stuff like that. But the truth of it is, in my experience, it is different. They are different mediums. You get different quality of lines. You get different strokes. One is never going to truly be like the other. It's nice to get them as close as you can so that you as an artist can apply the same art method, or at least thinking to your paperwork as you would digital. But the whole point of the difference is that they do give you these different options. And I think for me personally, one of the things I hate most about my digital work is getting those clean lines as well. Clean lines on paper, I can do that for days. I love that shit. Get me some good pens and I'll give you some good lines. Get that on digital, it's really hit and miss as well a lot of the time. So clearer digital line art. Actually, in this very video, what you guys have got in the background is that I've not used maximum opacity when I'm getting my final lines in place, and I've actually left them fairly light. If I duplicate those layers and leave them perfectly on top, it darkens up the whole thing, so you can start off light or construction layers, erase away like loads of your kind of building lines, maybe you've left them on another layer altogether, that's great. Get your construction going, try to be light and fluid and just focus on the areas that build up with a lot of lighter strokes to be the final line. Then multiply that layer a few bits, or lower the opacity and then multiply it, and see if you can only pull your final lines out from the mess. However, it may not work, it's just an idea off the top of my head. I'll have to actually play with that myself. Add Kagedo Imazumi to your endless list of requests, please, for reading. Thanks for reading or speed reading. Hashtag Google Crew, hashtag DWM100. Sorry, I'm kind of burping as I said that, and it sounded like I had a real emotional mix with next week's episode. Praise that Mikey Samuel will see this comment as anyways. Okay, great, Finale Wolf. I saw it. Consider yourself done. I mean that in the nicest possible way. That's my morning crankiness kicking in. Sparks says, hey Mikey. Hello Sparks. I'm brand new to the channel. Oh God. Guys, this is like, I'm so sorry. We had so many brand new people join the channel simply because I did such a risky thumbnail 2 episodes ago. Like my metrics kicked off and everything for anyone who cares. And that's great, and that probably means I should go deeper down the Shibari alley, but I'm kind of done with Shibari for the moment, so deal with it. But a lot of new people have come, and now they've turned up just in time to realise that, oh my God, this is just a really weird, long, rambling series that this guy's got. I'm not actually sure if I want to keep subscribed to him. So yeah, welcome in everybody. Anyway, you've been having this on in the background whilst you're actually working on your homework, which is fantastic, and you're looking at a Van Gogh redrawing work. Oh shit, that's pretty awesome. Anyway, sorry to write a small essay. I'll get to the point. For the FAQ, what time do you stream? What social media are you on? And I can't think of any more questions. Sparks, those are great questions. Thank you very much. I would love to be someone who streams regularly, but I'm not. So I just, I'm on Twitch whenever I feel like it, whenever it works for me. But I actually have like a strict thing. There's stuff I'm supposed to do every day, there's stuff I'm supposed to get done every week, and there's stuff I'm supposed to do at least once a month. So Twitch is like my final pleasure, if that makes sense, because it is me drawing and chatting and chilling out with you guys, doing basically this but live, and even worse. Or playing video games, which I only play online. I don't play video games unless I'm hanging out with an online crowd anymore, if that makes sense. And it's because I don't have the time. If I get everything I'm supposed to get done in a day, I'm allowed to stream that night, which means maybe I fit in streaming 3 times a week at the most, but I would love for it to be more. And as for the other questions, social media, I'm mikeymegamega on all the big boys. Raina Lee says, hello Mikey. Hello there, Raina. I usually don't comment on videos, but I just wanted to say that back when I felt overwhelmed with stress from school, I didn't have much to keep me happy in life. I happened to find your channel one day and it helped me get back into drawing again after giving it up to do homework instead. Oh, dude, I'm so glad to hear that. Well, you know, I'm sorry to hear the first bit, but I'm really glad you found, like, you know, you've got that passion for the drawing. Now I'm happily drawing every day in my sketchbook, and it helped me to find a path in life that I want to take. Thank you so much for doing what you're doing, and keep up the good work. P.S. Very nice drawing, by the way. Have you ever considered drawing Demon Girls? Considered, but not had a go at Demon Girls yet, and that's a really nice comment. I'm really, really pleased. Normally, I'd have more to say, but I think, like, guys, I feel so dispassionate. I feel like I'm sounding dispassionate to your lovely comments, but I'm starting to sweat really weirdly. You know when your sleeping pattern's so messed up. Oh, let me just drink this coffee, guys. This DWM series was always going to be a horrible insight into like the truth behind my mind and stuff like that. But I feel like today's is, I'm feeling particularly messed up, but also so hype. Oh. Anyway, Jeffrey Mariner says, hey, so how long do you get such effortless, clean lines? Oh, I see, we were talking about those lines just a minute ago. As in visualizing the three-dimensional shapes, or is it just practice? And also, what to do as a career outside of YouTube? You've mentioned you work outside of YouTube, and I'm curious as to how you balance the two. Jeffrey, those are great questions, thank you. Listen out for an FAQ video, and I'm going to probably talk about them in a bit more detail. Copied accordingly. As a general rule of thumb, I never get all the things I want to get done managed. I talk about writing lists and having a list of things to do each day. The times that I complete that list in a single day is rare. Super, super rare, dude. And how do you balance the two? You don't. You end up doing more of one and a little bit less of the other, and then apologizing and then tipping the scales the other way, and you zigzag for the rest of your life in that society. Hujiro Hankei says, your art reminds me a lot of seinen manga called Amazume Ryuta, especially with your shibari. Amazing stories you should read. Ooh. Okay, great. Thank you very much. I will take that suggestion. Suggestions for good things, anime, film, music, TV, always welcome around here. Nikki Milona says, I love the art style that you have. It gives off a very aesthetic-y kind of vibe. Thank you. And also, what pencil do you use? You inspire me too much. Nikki. Let's sit back. Blue pencil at the moment. Usually HB, super disposable, mechanical otherwise if I'm going graphite. Shihanon 117. Oh my god. Guys, let's put a couple of disclaimer because there's so many really big comments. I've been unusually not very quick at reading through your comments today, and there's some really big essays going on in here. So, guys, let me just let you know that I am like storing all of these up for the FAQ stuff, and I am going to get to them even if I'm not reading them live in this particular episode. But again, copy paste it. Get yourself in the comment section, see how we go. Anyway, Shihanon117 says, hi Mikey, dude, who is that? Very hot. Oh, that's one of my OCs. Danny Elfman, for the FAQ vid, I'd ask for if you started as an anime or a manga style, are you trying to change to something a little bit more realistic, comic book style, and what would you recommend? And then your last comment from the last DWM, I just wanted to talk. I don't comment much, but I feel like talking this week. Oh, Shihanon, excellent. If I can ask stroke recommend for a specific kind of picture, I'd love to see a picture of a bunch of characters like Lara Croft, Aloy, Witcher girls, and Overwatch girls, etc. in a bit of a mural type thing. Oh my goodness. All the babes in one location. I've been lurking for like 3 years, I feel. I've started university this fall. Awesome, good luck. And I feel we need to get a friend with benefits or a girlfriend sometime soon. Unfortunately, I'm awkward nerd with no chance. I fucking love your work. I know you don't. Read more. Do it, but still feel free to still feel the need to say it. If you did do XXX stuff, it would be glorious as far as improvements to this. Okay, basically. Okay, guys, look. Shihanon, thank you so much. It's a fucking essay. You've written a fucking essay on my fucking ring. But it's been such kind words. Yeah, dude, God. You're going to have a great time at uni. Literally, look, I don't care who the fuck you are. When you go to university, if you want to, because I've got friends who did this, like, I kind of definitely changed a lot in my first year of university, but I went as myself, if that makes sense. And then I was just like, oh, wow, there's loads of ways to live your life. But I know some people who literally went to uni and were just like, oh, I'm just going to reinvent myself. I can be whatever I want to be. And you fucking can. Absolutely. You're going to get to uni. You're going to get laid. Honestly. Guys, this is like, I wonder if people talk about this. I really do. Maybe you guys are all aware of this. I'm kind of talking to you younger lot now, as an old man who's seen the world. But like, I remember being in school. All of this is pre-university stuff, like even A-levels, well, I guess that's a bit more important, but GCSEs and everything leading up to that. I thought that was the most important stuff. You have teachers just being like, this is really important, blah, 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 blah. And you think like that the whole world is on your shoulders, and you worry. You worry so much, and don't get me wrong, education is important. That's not what I'm getting at. But the amount of stress and pressure and worry they put you under is a fucking joke, because you go to university, you come out of your A-levels, and none of that shit mattered. None of that shit mattered. Whatever, guys, this is me just reaching out to anybody who thinks they're having a really tough time with it. In life, at home, you could have all sorts of challenges. But if you're having a shit time at school right now, trust me when I say, you're going to grow up and you're going to look back at it and you're going to realise none of that fucking shit was important. It really wasn't. Anyway, there's hope for the future. That's all I can say on that. I don't know where I'm going. Literally, my brain is melted. How are we doing for time? Oh no, we are good for time, don't you worry. Tyrant Nephilim says, actually, it's more like Shibari with Mikey. Anyway, for the Draw with Mikey, if you were given all the ability to do so, and let's say that you had the experience and all that, what type of comic, manga, anime would you create? Tyrant Nephilim, I can't answer that question, because the answer I'd give you would just be me explaining the anime or manga that I've got planned. But I do love that you've got that question. Anyway, let's see what else you've written, because it's an essay. Oh my god, Devil May Cry hype! I've beaten them all and all their difficulties. I love them except for 2. 2 is okay, but it's a bit of a black sheep. Wow, you're not the first person to say Devil May Cry 2 is not very good. Or like, doing something else. I'll have to just look at that and kind of try to ascertain why, because I don't know about the series, obviously, like I mentioned last week around. But thank you very much, Tyrant. Nathan Mitchell says, draw Rise from Tokyo Ghoul. She's sexy. Do you watch Tokyo Ghoul? Nathan, I do not, but I will look her up. Control C. Control V. Thank you very much. And Coffee Cat J, great episode. Thank you so much, Coffee Cat J. This one's way worse. Love to talk about Japan. Simple rule not to be hated by Japanese people as resident is to not be a jerk. Follow the rules everyone has to follow and not expect special treatment. There'll always be jerks, though, in all cultures. Correcto, Patronum. As for questions, what do you enjoy drawing that everybody else seems to hate? For example, I like drawing hands. Coffee Cat J, get out. Drawing hands? Disgusting. No one likes doing that. You're a liar. Don't come up in my comment section with your lies. What do I love drawing that everybody else seems to hate? I do like hips and thighs. I do like a good hip and thigh on a character, because I used to really struggle with that, and then I kind of gave it a bit more focus. So maybe something like that. Not for sexy reasons, but in terms of people say they often hate that whole connection of all the joints. And once I kind of, because I'm no master, by the way, but once I kind of figured out some of the basics of the physical mechanics, I was kind of into it. It's Dorky Art says, hello, Mikey. Hello, Dorky. You've helped me a lot with my own artwork. I'm very pleased to hear it, even though I am so deeply tired and messed up right now. I feel like, guys, it kind of going back to that whole, like, just in case you think that I'm dying or like I'm suffering withdrawal from heroin or something, but like I woke up middle of the night, fucked up sleeping pattern, couldn't sleep, put on some H3H3. Now that the sun's coming up and I was like, oh shit, I better just start my day and start working and record that late DWM episode. I just started sweating a little bit. I don't feel quite right with myself. It's getting really, really bad. So basically what I'm saying is I think I'm going to like record this episode, get it rendered, and I'm probably just going to have a shower before I go to bed in the middle of the day. So guys, I just want to share, that is what my life standard is. Like, no matter how good you think the life of a YouTubing career is, no matter how much you might enjoy some of the artwork I do, or maybe my tutorials help you personally, if you get into art because you find it helps with things like depression or just takes your mind off of stuff, and you really like seeing just some random bloke from England have some mild success at doing drawings and stuff on the internet, I just want you to know, deep down where it really, really matters, that same man is sweating really weirdly with a fucked up sleeping pattern, and he's planning on having a shower before having a nap in the middle of the day. What an exciting life I live. God, I need to really take stock of my own life. So, guys, I don't even know what my point is. Let's just say, the grass is always greener on the other side. Wait, was that even... What do you like drawing? What do you like drawing that everybody else seems to hate? I think that was a question. What was my answer? My answer was I need a shower and I need a nap. I'm fucking done. This is episode 99 as well. This will be the one that's like, this is the build-up, everybody, to episode 100. This is literally the build-up. Oh my god. But that's what it's all about, right? We've got to keep the DWMs real. I've got to shoot from the hip, and I've got to just tell you how I feel. Otherwise, it's another product, right? It's another really polished product, and that's what we're here about. That being said, however, guys, it means we are out of time. I have not scratched your comments. However, the really good part is that I need them all for the FAQ, so I'll certainly be storing them. I'm asking you the exact same thing again today, guys. Any questions for my upcoming FAQ video, please? And it does mean that I'm going to combine whatever you put down tonight along with all of the comments that we've got in this episode. Sorry, the previous episode that I've just been reading from, to actually kind of get cracking. So do not think that I'm abandoning your feedback for me this time around. I feel like I've really got to just lay on that hard just because of that. Oh my god. Guys! Oh fuck. I'm not kidding, guys. I'm really struggling. I've just noticed I thought it said like 58 minutes. It says like 48 minutes. We've got like another tiny bit of window. Not. Oh, God. About to stop this episode really, really early just because I'm not even looking at my screen correctly. Oh my God. This can't be it. This is really it, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm completely derailed now. I'm not even reading your comments. I'm just in my head thinking about how bad episode 99 is. Let's scroll down really far and let's just start saying hello to some guys. Yukini Yamamoto says bondage. Yay! Thank you very much, Yukini. And Bizkatsu wants to know, would you draw yaoi? Also, Bungo Stray Dogs is an amazing anime and I would recommend it. The story centers on individuals who are gifted with supernatural powers and use them for different purposes, including holding business, solving mysteries, and carrying out missions assigned by the mafia. Ooh, that's all very curious. Bizkatsu. No, not aware of all of that. Control C. Steal for later, thank you very much. As for drawing yaoi, yeah, why not? I'm not against it. Doomfire says, Salam Mikey. Oh, salam alaikum. I know you're a big Hunter x Hunter fan, so I grew up watching the 1999 one, and I didn't like the new art style of the 2011 one. The 1999 one has some really good points to it, personally, that I think, but I do 100% believe that the 2011 one is superior product. Am I the only one that does, even if it doesn't matter that the anime is good? No, Doomfire, I think you have some points. I think actually a lot of the stuff that happened in the auction arc in Yorkshire just felt darker and moodier and kind of more gritty in the original version than it did in the modern. But again, I'll happily watch the modern one over it. Patricio Rodriguez says, hey Mikey. Hello, Patricio. Oh look, I feel like I'm in the swing of things now. I really liked your content, so I'm a new sub. Welcome on board. I wanted to ask for some tips to get back into serious drawing. It's been a month since I started my last year of high school, so I've not been able to start and finish a nice piece. I want to take some time to establish somewhat of an art style before I go to college and hopefully a digital art and animation course. Okay, cool, dude. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much, Patricio. So you want some tips to get back into serious drawing? That's a bit of a vague open question. Make sure that you draw every day for at least an hour and put some time aside so that it's quiet, you're not going to be disturbed, and you can really get at it, and make sure that your drawing equipment's available so that somewhere you've literally got some paper and a pencil and you can just do it. If you have the urge to draw but then you've got to like rummage around for 10 minutes to find something, you might lose that little thread of imagination. So be ready to draw when you need to be. JT Video says, top of the morning to you, mate. Top of the morning. Joke. So the question is, how much do you draw in a day? And also, how long have you been learning to draw? Sorry for the bad English, I'm still studying. JT Videos, no worries, good sir. Thank you very much for your question. I've been YouTubing and drawing on the anime side of things, I'd say for about 4 and a bit years, something like that. I think it's a good 4. And I had like an arty mum and did some drawing at school, but what I learned at school has nothing to do with the work that I do now. And good luck with the English studies. I wish you all the best. Thank you for the questions. I feel like there's something else. Oh no, it's just top of the morning. Oh my god, and it is the morning, but it's not the top. I'm like at the arse end of the morning. Los Juegos de Salem says, Master, more tutorials of feet and hands. Okay, I'll bear it in mind. And the Energetic Turtle says, hey Mikey, hello Energetic. I've recently started Darling in the Franxx and was wondering if you'd make an SAS video on 02. Don't worry, it's family safe. I have watched the first episode, or first 2 I think, of Darling in the Franxx. I do need to do her, but I just feel like every artist under the sun, people I appreciate and respect by the way, were all drawing her at one point earlier this year. And I was just like, oh fuck it, I can't be asked to draw her now. I'm a bit like a hipster like that. By the way, I'm not hip and I'm not cool. But like if everybody starts doing something, it becomes the least interesting thing to me. So I was just like, I'll do her later. I'll do her later down the road. Not very smart of me. I know that you're supposed to have your finger on a button, you know what I mean? Have your finger on the pulse of society and only do hip and up-to-date videos, but I'm not a hip and up-to-date guy. What are you going to do about it? Totally Sane says, I just finished DWM 97 and thought what to do, but just oh, I get it. And then in your subs feed, DWM 98 got published 15 minutes ago. Nice. Totally Sane. I'm so sorry that this particular episode is out on a Friday. Oh yeah, I was going to say, this episode's out on a Friday, guys. You've noticed. DWM, so wait, next Wednesday, but would have been the DWM slot, is going to be like a test run. I'm going to get on YouTube and get on YouTube Live and try to make sure that all the things work for the weekend. And then we've got the next episode on the Saturday, so I'm just training you guys up really to expect the episode later and later in the week. And then we'll be back to the Wednesday slots where I read all of the comments from this particular video, if I don't, mudge them all together and somehow use them as conversation topics for Saturdays. Something, tablet giveaways and lots of fun. Anyway, that's all I've got to say. Oh god, do I need to make like a prep video for that? I don't know. Anyway, Jed says, hey Mikey, hello Jed. Oh, you've literally said that. Hey Jed. I'm still struggling keeping all of my character designs looking like they all come from the same universe. Have you experienced this? Yes. Hashtag sip of coffee. Hashtag shit, I've already drank it, a litre of coffee today. Oh my goodness, Jed. So yeah, I do. Basically every time I watch a different type of anime and it affects my drawing techniques, I end up with this complete bastardized, homogenized bunch. But if you take those different types of characters and then you sit down and you don't expose yourself to any other input for the afternoon and just draw those characters from memory, they're your own works, right, anyway, all together on a single piece of paper, you're actually going to kind of start to coagulate those different designs into something a bit more solid. I would like to think you just have to put them through the filter of your own memory and your own drawing techniques instead of constantly looking at the different live influences that affected those character designs. Hashtag DWM100 says Narayan TX. Thank you so much, Narayan. Javier Garzon Saga says, wow, Mikey, this is great. Thank you, Javier. Please make many more drawings of Shibari and bondage. Fat gender, I like you are great, Mikey. Greetings from Mexico. Saludos. That's very, very kind. You guys do clearly like the old bondage lady stuff. Ronald H. Campos says 98. I almost hope to see something big for episode 100. I can't wait. Love your work, bro. You've inspired me back into art and not to give up. Thank you so much for your time and talent. Gracias. I'm so glad, guys. Anyone who gets into art, that makes me a happy man. You guys know that already, though. Really pleased. Really pleased. There we go. I'll just say it quietly a couple times to myself. That's just me mumbling. Brandon says, hi Mikey. Hello Brandon. I was wondering if I sent you a pic of my original character. Would you draw her? I'd like to see what she looked like if you did so. Sorry Brandon, I would not. That's nothing personal to you. But we've got some OC competitions in line with Amino that I need to do, and I can't put another one off of YouTube on top. Trey, sorry man, and I'm also closed for commissions at the moment. I'll have to let you guys know when that's open again. Let's keep scrolling. Have a quick look. Culture Tyrant 95 says, hey Mikey, hello there Culture Tyrant. I wanted to know, are there any rules when drawing a character using drugs, for example smoking? Oh, what, like rules as in like what's going to get you in trouble? Like I can't, if I drew characters shooting up heroin on YouTube, would that get me demonetized? Or just in terms of how do you draw smoke coming out of a cigarette and stuff like that? I would say be observant. In terms of legal drugs, watch people smoking cigarettes. There's probably video footage, not on Pornhub, be careful. And then just try to get an eye for what are the little habits, like how do people hold cigarettes? What is the relaxed natural pattern? What are the kind of different shapes of smoke that come off the tip of the cigarettes? If you observe those things, you're going to be able to translate them. If your question's more about like how do I depict drug use and like illegal activities in my artwork and stuff, it all depends on the platform and the audience. Can we fit in one more before we have to talk about our fantastic, delicious patrons? I believe so. Let's have a quick look. Just doing a bit more scrolling. Boner alert! Boner alert! No name motherfucking Johnson, correct. Let's keep scrolling. Boo. Space Duck says, hey Mikey, long time no see. I'm back in college and hitting the ground floor running after a long break due to depression. Well, I'm glad you're getting back into things. Depression's like that, right? You have to fight it. You get good days and bad days, good weeks and bad months. I turned 21 in August. Oh, bless you. And I'm finally a senior in an animation degree at my college. That's fucking awesome, by the way. I had my first ever drink of alcohol and I don't see the hype. It tastes gross. You'll come round. Don't you worry. Bless you young'uns with your first sips. Oh, it all tastes gross in the beginning, but trust me, life will change. Anyway, I'm excited, honestly, a little bit nervous about my final years of college. Good luck to you, sir. I'm working on commissions, and I've just got to say that those are some big boner hungaroos that you're drawing there. Thanks to you, I'm more confident in my art, and I'm actually getting commissions. I have 6 clients right now. Boop, boop, boop. And you've got your stuff on Amino. Very nice. Thanks for the link, Space Duck. Excellent. I wish you all the best. As to all of you guys that have been listening along, I feel a little bit more alive now. I usually do at the end of the episode because I'm kind of engaged with you lot. But thank you so much. That has been just a me complaining, dawdling episode of a DWM. I hope you still managed to get some good artwork or whatever it is you're doing in the background. Don't forget, if I've missed your comment, you can copy and paste it. I do want to hear any questions you have for me for an FAQ video. DWM 100 hype is happening. It's going to be happening on like a week and a day from today when this comes out. So that's just amazing. Must do that test run. I'm really behind on getting my life sorted out. But again, guys, thank you so much for listening in. Let me just shout out a big love to Antoine M, Nyan, Mohammed T.A., Divas Charms, Brandon W, Gerard, Breton F, Bloopadoo, Plaguish, Anthony C, H Caution, NASA A, Admiral Lockhart, Shake's Apprentice, Redneck Claytus, Avarice, Panda Boy, Mark W, Carlos R, Lane D, Chibanobi, Sambia M, Sergio H, Purity Rain, Michael C, Brandon S, Dante Nor, Mr. Mooney, Some Weeb, Nezreen B, Joji, Daniel J, Elvin Shisho, Alex B, Zero, Jason W, Delivery Wolf, Aaron B, Michael S, Cuddlebum for Travelling Wolf, Ethereal, Joe R, Mad Duck, Garrett C, Rider 2K X, Michael S, Trent H, Jorgen A, Luke C, Johnny T, Connor M, and Julio Felix O, Rob, Kamari, Jamie, Cache Commando, Mizzino, Grizzly, Mr. Turtle, Matthew G, Simon B, Gareth, Kenneth J H, Mongchi L, Angry H, Johnny Y, Ollie, Garrett Immoral Muffin, Christian L, Tokiko K, Minion 715, Ken E, Wendell S, Sahaki Fatness, Kurt D, Natasha G, and LMA Gamer. You guys are absolute fucking champions, and you know why. If you guys are curious about Patreon, deal with that curiosity. I'm not going to push it. I just want to say those people are fantastic, and I hope you all have a bloody lovely week. I'll see you next time. Take care.